Hey everyone, so I have sought refuge. Basically I am like with all my coats I'm by the kitchen. It's half term and I've got a cup of tea. So this here is the business that I begun years ago, and it went through a few changes, but basically I used to make teddy bears out of people's old baby clothes, and I really enjoyed doing that, but it was very time consuming. So yeah, but I still have the mug and I still think about it, and there's even a YouTube channel for that. I'll try and put a link on the information so you can have a nosy. I did the first ever video on a topic called organisation, and basically me talking about how I'm really organised and my methods. And I had to literally shut my husband out of the room and everything because I was so nervous. So that's really funny to watch back, actually. Quite embarrassing. I'll put the link in the description for you so you can go and have a laugh if you need. It's half term. Do you know what? I've really enjoyed it. I've not put any pressure on myself to get much done. But I have spent evenings working and spent the hours doing it. But I really enjoy it. And I think I'm really focused when I do it on the evening because I know I've only got a set amount of time before I actually crash. And it always helps if the husband's watching football, because I just carry on working until it's finished. So I've been doing that and just enjoying the time with the kids, which I really need to learn to enjoy more and be a mum and try not to have so many things going on in my head or what the plan is next. And so this morning we have delved into playing with slime. Really have avoided that for about 4 months, or whenever the craze hit and they were going on about slime. I really just didn't want to do slime. You know, why would I want to? Get stuck in the carpet, get messy, it'll get everywhere. Anyway, I gave in this morning, and to be honest, it's kept them busy for 3 hours. And yes, okay, I've been playing with them and helping them, but it's been alright. So yeah, take a sip. Seriously, this is like my first cup of tea for the whole day, and it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Oh my gosh. So my youngest daughter, who is 3, is currently sleeping in our bed, which I know isn't good. She's been the only one that has been allowed to sleep in the bed. For some reason she's just needed that attention and affection, and she didn't have a great time when she was a little baby. She had some bowel problems that were undiagnosed for quite some time, and so it meant that she just didn't want to be touched or held, and it was really hard because she didn't want any comfort. So now we've gone completely 360. She's on the right medication and everything, and now she just wants me all the time, which is really lovely. But it means that I've slept on the floor, and now my husband is sleeping on the floor. We've chosen, me and Robin, my youngest, have chosen the bed that she would like, and even the duvet covers, because we thought we're going to have to encourage her to use it. And the best way to do that is for her to choose it. Usually this works, so we're hoping it works because it's a bit of an investment. So I've bought that today and done that with her. And also, like, we're in our overdraft, so I just balanced that with all the savings, leftover savings, which was for like a deposit on a house. And also the other week we needed something doing on the car, and that was like a few £100, so I used the savings. So now our savings is set back to 0, well, £20. I left £20 in there because I felt like I needed to leave something in there. And I mean, it was only a little dint of money, but it was still a dint that we'd worked over months to sort of accumulate. And have you seen the film Up? It like kind of reminded me of the couple that kept breaking the jar, you know, to get the money out because the car needs repairing or something else happens or whatever, or the roof needs fixed on the house. And it just gave me that moment of, holy moly, we've just broke the jar again. And so I've now put into place that I'm going to pay double back, so that will reset and hopefully more over the next months to come. But I find it so upsetting. It was, I'm a not very good saver. I'm a very good spender. My parents will tell you that I was very good at like money was burning a hole in my pocket. So this for me was like an accomplishment, and for it to all be gone, like, it's kind of upsetting, I guess. But I know we'll get through it, and I know we'll work hard. And do you know what? I have to think of what position we are in now compared to where I was years and years ago, when I was like avoiding the red letter, going to my dad, asking him to bail me out from the situation, not being happy with, and I wouldn't be able to afford the repair. So even though we have the money in the savings, and it was to do with savings, and it's gone, we still had the money to do that. Whereas before, I wouldn't have been able to do that, and so we'd be without a car for a while or whatever. Or I'd plead for some money from my dad or something like that. But I think what I'm really saying is that I'm disheartened, but yet reflecting on how far we've come and the ability to be able to do that and being self-sufficient. And it just got me thinking about more I mentioned in the other video that when we won the lottery, the £140 won the lottery, and spoke about the financial difficulties and strain of an abusive relationship. I'll pop the link up here so you can check that out if you want to. And it just resonates that again. So I don't know whether we're meant to be reminded of that over and over again and to be thankful and everything. But I guess really I'm struggling, but in a different way, if that makes sense. And I kind of wanted to see if I'm not the only one, and if that people out there also feel similar, if you're breaking the jar and everything. So now I've made a thing in my head that we replenish the jar, but we're not allowed to break it. And I don't know how possible this is. So what I'm doing is I'm putting a chunk of money a month in the savings that was for the deposit, and I'm putting a chunk of money into a separate savings account for Christmas, for example, or hopefully not for any kind of car breaking down moments, but you never know. So that is what I'm working on. But yeah, I guess it pays to be organised, doesn't it? So do you know what? I think I've just voiced my thoughts really, and I don't know even if I have a conclusion. I just really want to get it out because it makes me feel better if I talk about it, and I can look back on this, you know, in years to come and think on actually how far I've come. Well, I hope I can do that. You just never know. So anyway, I'm going, but just remember that together we are louder, and hopefully you will tune in next week for the next video. Bye.